Go Mountaineers.
You a big fan?
Nah, I'm just showing respect, man. I'm just showing respect.
Buddy, aren't you loving the Hoosiers? Tell us about the interception and the big return, obviously.
Well, we were backed up in the red zone. You know, the offense was trying to get in the end zone. We had our call, and they were empty, so we knew it was going to be pass, more likely. Um, he threw it to the receiver. You know, I'm running wherever he's throwing it to. I see the ball in the air like for 30 seconds, and I was literally like, bro, this is not real. So, and then, yeah, like, you know, my mindset whenever I get the ball is two things. I'm trying to get in that end zone by any means, and the first guy's not tackling me. Like, that's always been my mindset ever since. You know, ever since really. Like growing up, I had a lot of guys from high school that were like relentless with the ball from a defensive standpoint and offensively that I looked up to, like Xavier McKinney, who plays for the Giants right now. You know, we were side by side at safety growing up, and watching him always get to the end zone and never go down, like I had to take that from him and other guys along the way. So that's always my mindset when I get an interception or just how to get fumble recovery or take the ball, like, you know, strip the ball or whatever. I'm getting in the end zone. If I don't get in the end zone, the first dude's not tackling me. Like that's the standard for me, you know. So and as far as like the whole defense, like, I mean, I had so Hufanga, I call him Palomalu. You know, I got the ball. I saw him in front of me, and I saw the quarterback. I saw, you know, the Packers coming up along the sidelines, but I saw my guys just creating a barrier. And then when Huff hit the quarterback, I cut off of him, and then I had to just freestyle after that. But it sucks I didn't get in the end zone, man. That would have been like, I would have been so hyped, man. So, but I'm just like appreciative just to be on that field for the first time as an NFL player. Like, I know I'm going on a rant, but I mean, it's just, man, like it's a big deal for me, and just to be accepted by the guys on the team, in the defensive room, and in the linebacker room. You know, I mean, from the coaches to the guys in the cafeteria that make our food. Like, I'm real deal appreciative of everybody that plays a part in my growing stages every day. You know, within this organization. I know I just said a lot. I know I just ran it.
We like people to talk more instead of less, so that's good.
Giving it the celebration plan for Ronaldo. Yeah, one ready?
I know I overdid it, you know, but it's always the Ronaldo. That's my guy. Like, you know, he plays the other type of football, but I mean, you always try to look up to the best in the world, right? And so. I look up to Ronaldo for sure. We don't look nothing alike, but I look up to him.
What's your favorite part of this journey so far?
Man, just real spill. Like, what do you mean? What do you mean? Being here or just
From being
picked up by the 49ers? Just the opportunity to be a part of the greatest players organization in the world. Like, I was undrafted, so I was able to pick where I wanted to go and where I wanted to start my NFL path, my career. And above all else, I was like, man, I want to go to the best place. Like, real deal. I want to learn something. I want to learn how to be consistent. I want to learn how to be great, like what it means to be great. And what else better than here with Fred Warner, Aziz, and Greenlaw and Flanagan in the room. And then we got Oren Burks, like some OGs in there, man. Like, and they are so consistent. Like, I got so much respect for them boys. I only know them guys for, let's say, maybe 3 months. But I look up to, like, and I have I'm that guy that if you about it in a positive way and you can teach me something, I'm going to cling on to you. And I'm going to be like your little brother. But but I'm gonna let you know that I can stand here too. Like, I can stand with you. You know what I'm saying? So I try to, like, I bring my own weight when it's time to. As far as like watching them guys go every day in, day out, and be so intentional, I gotta take that from them. I gotta absorb that, and not even just in that room. Like I always try to take lessons from Ward or even BA. I know he's a second-year guy, but like I wasn't here last year, but the stuff he's doing this year, man, it's crazy. Like I was, yo, like this is a second-year guy. Like, bro, he looks like he's been here for a minute. You know what I'm saying? And just like I said, man, I rant, but all these guys, man, I just trying to learn from them and also do the same, because anybody can learn something, but if you're not, you know what I'm saying, doing it out there, like you're wasting time. So while I'm trying to learn from them, and while I'm trying to learn, I'm also trying to do it. So, yeah, guys, yeah.
It would seem like, you know, when you first got here till now, your odds have improved of making this team. Do you feel that? I mean, have more confidence?
I have confidence the day who I talked to, the day Coach Lynch, John Lynch called me. I was in a car with my daughter, like at the beach, and he called me, and I decided, like, I'm coming here. From that day, I'm like, man, I'm making the team. You know what I'm saying? Like, I have dedication. I have belief. You know what I'm saying? So there's no doubt that I know I'm gonna make the team wherever it look like. Left guard on punt, left tackle, for real, like left guard on kick return, whatever it is, or hey, let's say something happens and I gotta get on the field. Like that's where it comes back to, like learning and also doing what I gotta do. So I make the team, and let's say something happens, I gotta get on the field. Like I'll be able to produce just like, you know what I'm saying, the guy. I don't want to say anybody's name to, like, you know, jinx something, but like something happens and I gotta get on the field in the defense. I'll get on the field and nothing would change. Like nothing would be different. You know what I'm saying? As far as, I think you get what I'm saying. But
So that would be hard.
I was saying left tackle on punt. I'm not playing. Yeah. Nah, he got that. He got that.
How old is your daughter?
She's 3. Yeah, she's 3. Huh?
What's her name?
Yeah. So, yeah.
Said you were at the beach, so this is after the draft, and were you bummed out?
I went to my grandparents live in like South Florida, like Boynton Beach. So we went down there. So my mom, my grandma, we went to my granddad's house and my other grandma down in Florida with me and my daughter, just to, hey, whatever happens. Like, we might as well spend some good time with it, because I'm the type of, I'd have been, because I was working at Home Depot, I was trying to work. Like, I was trying to, like, just clock in, get to work. If I got drafted while I was working, like, cool. But, like, you know, I just wanted to, like, make sure I got some money stacking up and doing something productive or working out. You can ask anybody, like, I'm not the one, like, people have to really, like, get me to, like, rest, if that makes sense, and take a break. So, yeah, we went down to Florida, and I think it was the best decision to just relax, get away from everything, and we didn't have the TV or anything. We would spend time, you know what I'm saying, playing cards. They have an indoor pool, so my daughter was just in there for 8 hours straight. You know what I'm saying? I was in there with her, so just having fun. And then during the draft process, like I think like the third day, because I was expecting maybe, I went on the links with my granddad, just hitting a few balls here and there. And then later on, like as it progressed, I went to, I think it was like Hollywood or some beach down there, and to see my brother, because he has a like a 6-month-old, So I went to see him, and my daughter was able to spend time with her cousin, and we was on the beach, and like the beach is my sanctuary. Like that's where I get peace, and it was good, man. I was calm, like I was, saying like everything happens for a reason, but I would just have loved to got drafted, just to prove to people who didn't think I'd get here wrong. You know what I'm saying? That comes from like elementary teachers, the school resource officer, high school teachers, who have you, kids that I was in school with that thought I wasn't about it, or even when I was trash and early on, like in my freshman year of high school, like I was garbage, and I wasn't garbage, but like I wasn't good enough, I guess. So like all those people, like that's the only reason I wanted my name to be called. Whether it was the last pick, and 49ers had the last pick, and I was like, I don't care. I just want them to hear my name. Like, yeah, like I did it. Like you know what I'm saying? You didn't think that, but you heard my name, and now you want to be my fake cousin or my fake friend and show me, oh man, yeah, you did it. So I told y'all I rant, man. But anyways, regardless, man, I still made it here. You know what I'm saying? And I'm still doing things that those same people didn't think I'd be doing. And that doesn't obviously, that doesn't, I don't forget about that. And that's what keeps me going. But
Was there doubt also when you tore your ACL? Not your down, but when you tore your ACL, did you feel like that might be a big roadblock? I mean, because it looks like you got your speed obviously back.
Nah, it's so crazy, man. Like, that time I tore my ACL, I was like, it's easy to say what I'm about to say because you didn't get to see it, but I was about to blow up. Like you guys, anybody in that Indiana University building, my players, coaches, I was about to blow up that year. And maybe it's a mix of two things. Because you got to take lessons. You got to take lessons from it, from the bad situations, or else you're just going to be in a dark cloud and just always have a grudge about something. And the lessons I took from that and the moments I cherished from that was I got to spend so much time with my daughter, like so much time with my daughter. I got to, like during my rehab, I was able to see the other side of not being on the field. And as far as thinking that I wouldn't be able to make it, I knew I would be able to make it because of the way I was attacking my rehab. Like the beginning was not easy. When I tore it, during that month of recovering, I was like, I could play. I don't even need to get surgery. Like, you guys, Jacob Laverman, who had me throughout the whole process, I was like, bro, I don't need surgery. I can play. Just put me in zone, and I'm good. Like, man to man, I probably won't be able to do, but just put me in zone, just reading the quarterback, I'll be good. But I forgot what I was talking about. But basically, I was attacking my rehab like crazy, and that made me know that, like, I still got it. And then, we came back that following year. I came back the following year in college to continue on what we just came off of, even though I wasn't physically on the team. And things weren't its best. And, Indiana's going to do good this year. But I still knew, like, nah, I got it. Like, I got it. I got what it takes. Like, I always knew I'm just like these guys. I just wasn't there yet. And it took 6 years to get here. But, like, yeah. Yeah, I'm still going, though.
Did you play the bowl game here?
I played here my freshman year against Utah. And that was another thing that's crazy, full circle type deal. Play here. I actually got boomed on our sidelines, like trying to chase somebody. dude cleaned me and like, hey, like, I mean, I had a decent game. I mean, we lost by 2 points. I had a decent game, but like, you know, you always remember like the rough moments. And I remember this. I was chasing this running back or something, and the receiver cleaned me, like blindsided me. And all in all, yeah, I did play here. So like, as far as mentally, I was like, I played in here before. Like, I played in here before. Like, that's all I was telling myself. Like, I played here before. Like, there's no jitters. Like, there's no jitters. And there was jitters. Like, it was crazy. Like, it was a crazy feeling to, like, when I played in high school in the state championship or when we go to bowl games in college or whatever and we play in NFL stadiums, I'm like, I'm playing on the NFL stadium. But when and so, like, I like, try to make myself comfortable about it. But when you're playing against an NFL team, and, like, it's real deal now. Like, it's still that jitters, but I try to trick my mind. It's like, nah, I did this before. You know what I'm saying? And it really intensified when it was kickoff. It was like, yeah, so. But, man, like, I know I talk a lot, guys. I hope you guys don't have that much to go back over and listen to. But, yeah, man, I'm just appreciative of being here, real deal. And I just want to do whatever I got to do to, one, stay here, but also be a part of a Super Bowl-bound team, which is the 49ers, real deal. So, yeah, yep.
How you doing? Good. I'm doing good as well.
You're having a pretty good camp. What's kind of been the difference, you think, this, not that you didn't have good camps in the past, but why you've been able to kind of get settled in and do well?
Yeah. I'd say this is the better of the two before. For me personally, it was, last year was a little bit of a shock coming, getting cut and all that and P squad. But I think the biggest thing was coming to this one, I learned the urgency of how quickly you have to learn and adapt and get better in this league, or you'll find your way out quicker than, you can think. So the biggest thing for me was coming in and finding the three things that, Coach talked about the most in meetings of what I needed to fix, and then coming into OTAs with a better attitude and just being more aggressive and physical with the techniques that he teaches. And now with camp, it's just carrying that over. I built it in OTAs, and then now just carrying it into camp and, just building on top of that.
Playing some guard at the end of your rookie season. Did you go into the second season thinking, okay, the guard is going to be my spot, and I'll probably concentrate on guard? And why? Was it just injuries that you were needed at tackle? I mean, sort of toggling back and forth between those two.
I thought guard was going to be the fit, and, if need be, it's there. I had the reps before, but, obviously we needed tackles. And then through, the practice squad reps, I was able to get a lot of reps at tackle, going against Bosa and Sampson and guys like that to get better. It was able to keep me moving along. And then whenever I was needed towards the end of last season, I was able to step in and fill that role.
Confidence stepping in for Trent against the Rams that game?
A lot. Trent obviously was a big help in that. Keep me pretty cool and give me some tips going into that game. And then the week also of, I didn't take off or, leading up to that game, it was just I treated every week like, it could be the week that I do get called up, and that's what I was looking forward to the most. After being cut last year was that chance of getting back into the game and playing again. So, I took every week just as serious as if I was playing. So, having Trent there to keep me composed and what I need to work on and, how to go against guys like Vaughn and Donald was a big help.
Through the game about that?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, he was. Yeah, for sure.
When you got cut, did you have an opportunity to go to another practice squad?
No, just here.
Do you see it as kind of a learning opportunity, everything that happened?
Yeah, it was the biggest learning opportunity I've had in my career, playing football. It could have been over, and I could have been filtering through, other teams and going. But they had faith in me, and I just kept getting better and doing what we were taught to, what Fur teaches, and going with that, and then just treating every day like it could be my last. And now I've learned of how fast everything has to get done and the way they want it done here. So I figured that out, and now it's trying to help other young guys to learn how quickly it can happen.
Did you find out you'd be starting that?
I don't even think I had a jersey on in the locker room before the game, so it was kind of a last minute thing. You know, they're going to see if he could go, and then if not, they're going to put a jersey on it and let it ride. So that's all. There were inklings that I would be going, but it was pretty last minute.
Did it kind of work to your advantage a little bit that you didn't have to, couldn't overthink it?
I guess, yeah. I mean, there was rumors that I could be going, so I kind of had an idea that it might happen, but it was a last minute thing. So
You played a lot of left tackle at West Virginia. What's been your right tackle experience?
So I actually only played 1 year at left tackle at West Virginia, and then all 4 years before that were right tackle. So I've had the fun of jumping back and forth, usually every 2 days here, at right and left. So I'm getting both worked.
Do you expect to play right tackle in Minnesota in a week?
Yeah, that's fine.
Both has talked about wanting to get reps at both sides evenly, like how you are alternating. Does that make it so much easier to bounce back and forth on each side?
Yeah. Usually it takes about a day to get the hands back in sync, and then warm up the hip whichever side it's opening. So usually once you get in a good roll with it, it's pretty easy to move back and forth.
How many reps do you get against Bosa?
A few today. I like seeing Nick. A cool little relationship going against each other last year. On the practice squad reps and going against him. So I always enjoy the opportunity to go against Nick.
What does it do to you to go up against him?
Don't give him the inside. That's all I got to say. I mean, he's got one heck of a get off, and I got to be on my A game to go against a guy like that.
What are your impressions about Drake Jackson?
Explosive for such a young guy. He's a lot like Charles, long, physical, athletic. Freak. He's got good edge and good hands. So, really excited. He blew up a couple plays the other night, so I'm excited to see what he's got.
You see Nick when he's a left defensive end and a right defensive end. Do you see any differences? I mean, is it the exact same guy, or is he, a little bit better on one side than the other?
Oh, he's both. So, there's no difference between right or left. If I'm pretty happy to get a chip when you go against him.
Like both Bosa and Trent Williams are very generous with their knowledge and kind of helping each other, helping you guys out. What is it? Does that seem unusual to you, or just part of being a teammate with them?
I don't find it unusual at all. Those guys are vets, and they want to pass along their knowledge. They're at the top of their game, the top of the league. Some of the best. The best players in the league. So, you got to kind of earn their trust. You can't just walk in day one and expect them to hand you the keys to the kingdom. So, to get any little bit of knowledge off of Trent, and our relationship has grown through the experiences I've had here with him, and having him as someone I can lean on to get information on and pass sets. And then Nick also, him telling me hints on if I'm throwing my hands or if I'm leaning on him, stuff like that. So it's a big help.
Anything else?
Awesome. Thank you. Have a great day.
How does it feel now? It looks like you're kind of still favoring it a little bit.
It feels good, just taking it day by day. It's getting better each and every day, rehabbing it and, things of that sort.
How'd you think everything went for you in the game when you were?
Yeah, man, it felt crazy being out there, just being in the NFL and being able to be on the field. And but, it felt good, felt like I'm back, back on the field. Missed playing football since SC. It's been a long time since I, been able to be in a game like that. So.
You said it felt crazy. Did you have some butterflies? What like going in?
I feel like if you don't have butterflies, you're not really there. So when I get butterflies, I just know that means I'm ready, and I'm ready to get it cracking.
It's your first time playing at that higher weight since your freshman year, right? How did that feel? Was your strength, did it translate with that game adrenaline well?
Missed it. I ain't gonna lie. I miss playing at this weight and being able to move the way I move, still being at this weight. So, yeah.
What is your weight?
260.
Is that because of camp? Do you come down a little bit once the season starts?
My body still goes up and down from like 255, 260. So, it can range from anywhere, but somewhere between there is where I'm at.
How did you learn to tumble like you do?
Really just, backyard flipping. I really loved trampolines when I was a kid. I mean, I still do, but now, I can't really go how I used to go because, my body's way more precious. But back then, man, I used to love trampolines. So I used to go to Sky Zone every now and then and always doing backflips and stuff like that. I could backflip off the wall and things of that sort. So it just took me a minute to kind of finally really do it on the ground. And I first did it at the beach because, sand, feels better than falling on concrete. So, I tried it at the beach, and then once I landed it there, it was like riding a bike. I never forgot how to do it.
Is that going to be a sack dance?
If I don't get penalized, heck yeah.
Eric, and like consistent coaching, how comfortable do you feel in your role?
I'm loving my role. We really have an attack situation going on, and that's all I got to think about is attack and, let my body do the rest.
I'm sure you watch and talk to Nick Bosa quite a bit. I know it's still August, but is there one or two things that you picked up from him so far that you decided, okay, that's something along?
Oh yeah, for most definitely. Each day, I'm watching him. I'm behind him in the lines, trying to figure out what's going on, and really, I just take what he has and turn it into something for me, and in that way. So I take maybe one of his swipes and I make it, into my swipe in a way. So, just kind of learning off of him, and not just him, all the other guys that are above me, they're vets, and they've been doing things the right way, and they've been in the league for more than, a year or so. So, they have time under their belt. So, just being able to get anything off of them is great.
And on the other side of the ball, you've gone up against Trent Williams, so how much can you learn from a guy like that?
Well, he's one of the best in the league, so just pretty much going to him, asking him questions on what I could do better, and I know that can make me better because he's blocking me. So.
Seems like he's very open with being able to coach and kind of give defensive linemen pointers.
When you do it like that, you can understand both sides, so you know what one needs to do on either side to win.
How challenging is it to go up against him when you do it in practice?
I wouldn't say challenging. I mean, it is challenging, but I look at it as, I would say as a learning experience every time, because he's one of the best. So, I go back and film and see, each and every step I could do, what I could do to actually beat him. And if someone beats Trent Williams, they can have fun in this league.
Eric, we've seen you, at least in the one-on-ones, move inside a little bit. What's your comfort level doing that at this point?
On our D-line, we're supposed to rush wherever. It doesn't matter where we're at, guard, center, tackle, anyone, But I don't care, anywhere that I can make a play, and if they put me there, then that's where I got to be to make a play.
How different is it for you?
Not really that different. At SC, I rushed inside, so, it's not really a difference. I'm always rushing inside and outside just in case, and that's where we work here as well. So.
Anything else for Jake?
Thank you, guys.